Tonight on 8 out of 10 Cats, our survey says it's Vernon K. Funny Lady, it's Katherine Ryan. And their team captain, Sean Locke. And facing them tonight, Go Johnny Go, it's Johnny Vegas. Standing up for the week, it's Paul Chowdhry. And their team captain, John Richardson. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, 7% of people don't wear underwear? Sadly, though, it's not the 7% of people you hoped. 1 in 4 British people have never been to Wales or Scotland, and those people are known as employers. And 8% of men want to marry a teacher. I used to go out with a teacher. If I wanted to have sex, she always insisted I put my hand up first. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 3 most popular talking points. John's team, what do you think people have been talking about this week?
Probably the most exciting end to a Premier League season ever. It was one of those moments where I just felt sorry for everyone who doesn't like sport, because if you like sport, it was just... I mean, I was in Morrison's car park because I was on tour, so I went and got myself a little packed lunch, and I got in the back and I pushed the seats forward and I put 5 Live on, and I just went batshit. Because I didn't think... I knew I wanted to win, because it's basically twats versus arseholes. And then, after a while of working out whether I preferred twats or arseholes, which, I mean, every man goes through at some point. I assume we all watched it?
They said it was the most thrilling finale ever. I thought the most thrilling finale ever is when you're trying to jack one out and someone's trying to put the key in the door.
Well, here's how Paul Merson reacted to the goals on Sky Sports.
In the same position again, Silva whips it in. Header! Goal! It's 2-all! And Zeko! And they run back to the halfway line trip. There's got to be 5 minutes of injury time, and it's 2-2! You know what's happened! Incredible! Oh my God! I've never seen anything like it! It's gone mad! It's gone mad! Mancini's on the pitch! Running around! What the hell? All touching each other! They got love bites and everything!
It's amazing.
Quality.
Soccer Saturday is the best entertainment. There's a guy called Chris Kamara who gets so excited, he starts as an analogy and then he just gets confused. There's a clip of him going, and the lads are fighting like beavers.
We're talking about this game, the Man City game, as being the most... It couldn't possibly be more dramatic. And I was thinking, well, it could be a bit more dramatic if, on the final whistle, once they'd won, a mysterious fog descended on the pitch. Oh! And then out of the fog came Mancini, and it turns out he was a pirate ghost. Like that. He was clutching the calcified heart of his virgin bride, who was burnt by customs men 300 years ago. And Gary Neville goes, oh, my God, this is unbelievable scenes here. Mancini's a pirate ghost, come to wreak revenge.
Did you watch it, Vernon?
I had to watch it because I'm a Bolton Wanderers fan, and we were in a relegation scrap with QPR, who Manchester City were playing. Tough, yeah, we got relegated.
You're back where you belong.
Why don't you come to the Reebok one day, Jimmy, me and you?
I should go to the Reebok one day. What to buy trainers?
It's
or...
in Bolton. it's a stadium.
There was a man who walked out after 88 minutes and missed the best part of his life ever. And it makes me feel good that I think there might have been points in my life where I've left early and I just didn't find out, like my last girlfriend when she said, I don't think we should see each other anymore. If I'd have stayed, she'd have probably gone, unless we're husband and wife.
Katherine, do you follow...
No, it's boring. I get that you guys love football, and I love you for that. But I would be interested if they announced the players in a way that I could understand. Like, instead of numbers on their backs, they could be like, and now Colleen Rooney's husband, and now Alex Gerrard's husband, and the guy who cheated on Cheryl Cole, followed by that dickhead who's Harvey's father, you know? And then...
What voice are you doing? Is it a haunted house voice? Let's see if Man City are up there. Yes, it is. For Man City, the feeling of your team winning the league after 44 years is something money can't buy, unless you count the 900 million you've just spent on players. OK, Sean, Vernon, Katherine, what else have people been talking about this week?
The Greeks are in... I mean, it's been going on for bloody months. We have to come. I mean, I think the real victims in all this is people doing topical panel shows, you know? Every week, we look down and go, what are the big stories? You go, oh, it's the bloody Greeks again, can't they sort? I mean, it's such a nice country, got lovely weather, all that lovely lamb, marinated lamb, they've got
hummus, they've got tarama salata, Stavros Flatley, they've got it all.
Greece is just like Kerry Katona, for me. Yeah.
Go on, explain it to us.
It's exactly the same. They both, like, change management to get out of a bad situation. They both get gas from Turkey. They both have no jobs or market confidence. Jennifer Aniston's Greek, and she's lovely. And she could just adopt the whole nation of Greece to save it, and that would really stick it to Brangelina as well. Yeah. She'd be like, who's Mother Earth now, home wrecker?
Note to self, say, home wrecker more.
All the Greeks need to do is they've got to find, somehow, they've got to go in a lab with 1 billion olive pips and find some bloody use for them. Just smash them open, look at them in microscopes, just say, if they can find something in the olive pips, they'll be richer than the Chinese, you know?
The genuine concern of this financial meltdown, it's going to lead to the rise of far-right parties. And their far-right party is called Golden Dawn, and they said it's time for everyone who's been an enemy of Greece to be afraid. Which is frightening until you say it in this voice. Eh!
Go on, say the full thing.
You've been bloody enemy for Greece. You better watch yourself.
Greece is clean. They invented everything, and yet they're broke. That's not fair.
Greece is broke, just moved back in with its parents.
The Etruscans. I think the Etruscans maybe passed away.
Still got the house.
There's never been a better time, if you want to support Greece, is to get pissed on an ouzo. Just go, I'll support a Greek economy.
Ouzo, it's the last thing at a party. You know you've had a good party if you get down to the ouzo.
Yeah. Well, ouzo, you notice they never advertise it. Because the only way you could advertise it would be a man wiping his arse with his own pants. Ouzo. Tonight's going to be interesting.
You know with ouzo, genuinely, if you put it in an eye drop and put it on your own eyes...
Oh, Johnny!
It's like having X-ray specs for about 10 seconds and then it starts to really burn. You have 10 seconds of going...
That is a man that spent some time with alcohol. When I first met you, you were drinking, I think it was Baileys and Cointreau in pints.
Yeah, that was like a Gaviscon.
All right, now let's have a look and see whether Greece is up there. Yes, Greece is on the verge of leaving the Euro. The good news is this is boom time for Athens. The bad news is that boom is a petrol bomb hitting a bank. Fingers on buzzers.
There's the arrest of Rebecca Brooks. Her husband said it's a witch hunt, which I don't think she'll be happy about later. It's a very difficult thing to talk about, though, because, I mean, they're both saying it's very difficult for her to get a fair trial. You know, so Channel 4 lawyers, obviously, very careful about what we've got to say. But I did hear this, that she said to him, knock, knock, right? And he said to her, who's there? And apparently she said, Europe. And he said, Europoo. And she went, Europoo. I think that's all right. Legally, we can say that, yeah? We're on safe ground there. That's not going to compromise the legal proceedings.
I mean, it is sub judice, so I'm not sure whether you can...
Also, I did hear this, which is that for the present, he got her 2 monkeys. And they were having a bath together, these 2 monkeys. And apparently one of the monkeys went, ooh, ooh, ah, ah, ooh, ooh. And the other monkey apparently went, oh, why don't you put a bit of cold in? Now, I don't know if that's legally we can say that.
Yeah, it's actually a minefield. She denied she ever met those monkeys.
Yeah. It's a very difficult subject to talk about, isn't it?
It is, but I can because I think state registered I'm mentally unwell. So I'm not officially responsible for anything I say. So anything you want to say, just whisper it to me and I can say it.
Katherine, Rebecca Brooks, what do you make of her? I mean, she's kind of a powerful media woman.
Yeah, and a ginger. I think that what we know for sure is that Rebecca Brooks is looking rough. And I sympathize with that because it's very difficult to achieve the correct level of stress to look your hottest. Like, you don't want to be super happy and be eating cheese at night, and you don't want to be, like, so distraught that you look like you're at the top of a donor list. You want to be... You want to be right in the middle, like Demi Moore has nailed it. Because she looks like, oh, my husband's cheating on me, but I got a new jumper. And that's...
She's perfect.
Yes.
There's also the Leveson inquiry going on at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah.
And there's one person I feel really sorry for in the whole kind of scheme of things with the Leveson inquiry, and that's the poor lady that's got to take the minutes. Because have you seen how many people are turning up? I mean, it's, what are we, in the 18th month of it or something like that?
She's the real victim here, isn't she?
She really is. She really is.
Well, apparently, I heard that this is just a rumour and...
Surely, you sure legally you can say this?
Well, apparently, her husband said to her, what sort of tree goes out of your bottom? And she said, bamboo, apparently. I don't know. I think that might be...
She's denied that, he's denied that.
He's both denied those
the whole
allegations.
bamboo thing is... Well, I can tell you Rebecca Brooks is not in our top 3, but it's been tough for Rebecca Brooks recently. It can't have been easy trying to keep the frizz out of that hair with all this rain. Right, fingers on buzzers, one more thing to get. What do you think, Paul? What have the nation been talking about?
Pudsey.
What are you saying, Paul?
Someone white won Britain's Got Talent again.
Yeah, and covered in fur.
But still white.
I met Pudsey this week, and I thought I was a dog fan, but to be fair, never met one with more money than me.
I danced with a dog, right, once at a party. Got the dog up, it's all funny. Somebody filmed it. RSPCA won't let me keep pets now.
In fairness, that dance did lead to other things. This is Pudsey. We've got a still here.
Well, I was watching that and I thought I'd be a lot more impressed if he was a Labrador and she was blind. And the dance routine was actually worked out by the dog. She's just going, what are we doing now? What are we doing now? Now that...
They won £500,000, is that right?
Yeah.
I know. It's
amazing.
It's a lot of money.
How much does the lady get?
All of it.
Actually,
it's a dog. She's going to go, one for me, one for you. One for me, one for you. Anyway, he's not looking. He's over there. Chucks a stick away and goes...
Let's have a look and see if Pudsey's up there. Yes, indeed, the most talked about thing. Yes, a dancing dog has won this year's Britain's Got Talent. Pudsey's owner scooped the winning prize and a turd off the judges' desks. So at the end of that round, Sean, Katherine and Vernon have 1 point. John, Johnny and Paul have 2 points. Our next round is Pick of the Polls. John, Paul, Johnny, pick a question.
Do you have the happy, smiling people?
You've chosen the friends there. And here is your related question. Most people would rather communicate with their friends online than face-to-face. True or false? What do you think, John?
I don't like the whole online... I mean, if you're talking to someone online, they're not a friend, are they? That is a simple fact. If they're not in the room, they're not a friend. People say, oh, I've got loads of friends online. No, you haven't. You're a twat. You're on your own.
So is that the voice in your head speaking to you now, or...?
I don't know which voice is which, but I'm mentally ill, right?
I fell into this in a bad way years ago in a chat room called Beauty's Castle. My username was Unabashed. And everyone talked in kind of ye olde English. How was doth thou doest this evening, Unabashed? It was mainly Americans in there, and I got in a lot of trouble for suggesting that there shouldn't be a hot tub in a castle. It didn't be genuine. And they all told me to get out. And I used to spend hours in there. I met a really nice girl, and I went, I'll see you up in the turret. And they had a pub in there, and I went in and announced myself as the new landlord. I did, and I put some guest ales in. And it was all online. And I kept saying to him, it's not real. Go in and go, Unabashed was asking after it, and I'm still scarred from it.
Oh, didn't you think, like, maybe if you met someone that you thought was sexy online, that they could just be this weird old man?
I went so far as to go to America to meet one that I'd met in Beauty's Castle.
Yeah.
Ooh, how did that go?
She was all right for a friend, and I swear to God, I've never... And being of, you know, a rotund shape myself, I feel able to say this. You know when you look through the thing in your door on your hotel, right?
Yeah.
You know when you do that, and it distorts someone's body shape, and so they kind of fill the glass. And I opened the door, and she was the same shape. So I went like that, and I opened the door, and I went, Jesus Christ!
Well, that I'm sure did wonders for her self-esteem. John, how many friends would you say you have?
Like 1 million. I mean, a stranger's just a friend you haven't met yet. What I don't like about chatting to people online is there are people whose accents I can tolerate, and there are people who blah, blah, and then you talk to them online and you realise, oh, you can't write, you can't spell, you can't punctuate. And then a male friend will send me a text with an X on it. So you've never kissed me in real life. Why are you suddenly getting all flirty on a text? Because when I bring it next time we're at the pub, you're going to be, whoa, whoa, what's this? You fucking started it. You put an X.
Paul, have you ever met anyone online?
I just don't understand the whole... Because if Facebook, you can talk to people now face-to-face. Twitter, you're going to introduce it. But I don't understand the whole following thing. If I want to follow someone, I'll do it in a raincoat. I won't do it...
Are you on any of these things, Katherine?
I am, yes. I'm on Facebook and the Twitter. And the last time I appeared on this show, I was very happy to get lots of lady followers and very confused to get lots of pictures of cocks.
I would like to apologise for that. I think I misread the signs.
You boys, you love to send the pictures of your cocks, and that's adorable, but we just don't like them.
OK, let's get some answers. So, most people would rather communicate with their friends online than face-to-face. True or false?
It's true.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
You're saying true? OK, what are you going to say, Sean?
I think it's false.
Yeah, false.
OK. I can tell you the answer is false. Only 18% of people would rather communicate with their friends online. I'd rather communicate with friends on Facebook because friends don't seem to like it when you go around to their house and ask to look at photos of their wife in a bikini. That is what it's for. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here is your question. Worst thing about going to the gym?
The guy come up to me, he goes, hey, mate, can you spot me? I didn't... He was right in front of me, but I still tried to... And he goes, can you spot... Basically, you've got to stand over the man and his head's around your crotch and you've got to lift the weights with your fingers so the weights don't fall on his face and kill him. And so I was going even lower. He was going... At that point, I started teabagging him and I had to cancel my membership.
The changing rooms, But if I'm getting changed, I try to do it without exposing my bits to other men.
Yeah, because they're all hiding all around the changing rooms, waiting for you to come in. John's coming! Everybody hide! They're getting in the laundry bin in the towels, like that. Like Alibaba. They lift it up and go, is John there? Yeah.
I thought that they were hiding, but they're not hiding. They're just stood there with everything out, flossing their ani in front of me. So I assume other men don't want to see my testicles. But if you're the man in the change rooms doing the towel thing where you have to flick your knickers up, your boxer shorts up...
Your knickers? I don't want this to descend into some sort of playground teasing, but it would appear that John wears knickers.
I actually believe, and this is the exercise I practice, the world is my gym. Because I practice diametric tension. So, for example, if I pick up a cup of tea, I go like this, I go... I think the worst thing about going to the gym is the music. Because you never have music you like. It's always like...
It's very difficult to exercise to, like, Swan Lake.
It does seem to be a universal thing in every gym in the country. They've gone, tell you what people want. Well, that's a bad example, because that is a good one. But there are some annoying ones as well.
The thing is, if you get rid of the that just amplifies the idiot who's giving it...
Of course you could spy.
Just me opening my locker.
By the way, next time you do a round, could you make me feel just like any more excluded? Never been in one!
OK, worst thing about going to the gym?
Sweat on the equipment.
OK, I'll give you that. Yes, the worst thing about going to the gym is the smell of sweat. There's one guy down my gym, I wish he'd take a shower. He's got a lovely body. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are Sean, Katherine and Vernon have 2 points. John, Johnny and Paul are the winners with 3 points. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. If you want more, tune in to 8 out of 10 Cats Uncut on Monday. That's it from us. Good night.